Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to my little home machine shop. My name's Aaron. Got a few things to talk about today. The three things are I had some stickers come in from John's workshop. I had a special delivery from Peter from CCR Engineering, who dropped me off some really cool stuff. And today I'd like to talk about the collaborative project that was done by the YouTube machinist community for Max Grant over at the Swan Valley Machine Shop. So let's get into the first one. So this week I received a letter all the way in the mail from the UK, and it's from John's workshop. If you haven't seen John's workshop, go and check him out. John and I roughly have about the same size channels at the moment, and I'm pretty sure he'll surpass me anytime soon. So John is currently working on a flame licker engine. Okay, and I've only ever seen one run in real life, and it was a long time ago at another model engineering show here in Melbourne.
Oh, very nice.
But John's been doing a really good video series on this, so go over and check it out. It's called a flame licker engine. If you're not sure what they are, pretty hard for me to describe it, but I think John describes it well in his video. Yesterday I had a special visit. I heard a really hotted up motorbike coming down the street, and I wonder who that is. And I popped my head out to have a look and drove in my driveway, and he goes, "G'day, mate." He goes, "I know you, but you don't know me." And it was Peter from CCR Engineering, and Peter's another YouTube machinist in here in Australia, and probably lives about 45 minutes to an hour away from me. And Peter rode up on his 2004 GSXR 1100. You know, it's hotted up a little bit. It sounded really, really sweet. And Peter dropped off some lovely stuff to me. So thank you, Peter. I really appreciate that. So Peter brought up some collets. So the best thing that was in the gift that he gave me, from the little collets to the belt sanding belts, was a Scotch-Brite belt. And that's really going to come in handy when I do some more CNC machining for the one customer that I have. All right. So thank you, Peter. And thank you for the stickers, John. And my wife will put your sticker up on the board. And Peter from CCO, I think Peter's working on a channel sticker as well at the moment. So watch this space, and hopefully Pete will get a channel sticker off to me sometime real soon. Okay, so no doubt you saw that Max Grant from the Swan Valley Machine Shop released a video this morning. And it's a really, really good project. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out. So Max Grant, Swan Valley Machine Shop. Max has got a heart of gold. He is the epitome of a true Aussie. Okay, an honest bloke, no nonsense, no bullshit, and a bloody good tradesman to boot. Okay, so he is a very, very good tradesman. Hopefully one day when I grow up, I'm just as good as you, Max, so fingers crossed. Now, Tom Knopp over at the Hilltop Machine Works, I believe it was his brainchild to do this collaborative project. And the boys wanted to do something for Max to say congratulations on your new workshop that he's building, okay? So I believe Tom reached out to Steve over at the Shark River Machine Shop. He also reached out to Dudley Toolwright, Craig's workshop and Maddie's workshop. Okay, and together those guys made a set of adjustable parallels. Max has done an unboxing video, so go and check it out. The hashtag is called #Jacks4Max. All right. Now, I believe the American boys built one adjustable parallel, and they put it on a block so it's the same height as a Kurt Weiss. And then Maddie's workshop, who Maddie's already done a video on this, so go and check it out previously. And Maddie made one as well. Now, I was speaking to Tom on the phone. It's been a while in the making of this. I said, "Look, Tom," I said, "I'd love to, how can I be involved, mate?" I said, how about you guys send it to me and I'll get it engraved for you, okay? And he said, "Yeah, look, that'd be great, Az." And Craig made this awesome wooden timber box for the parts to go into. So my part in it was very, very small, okay? And I'm not taking any credit for the project whatsoever. I was just happy to contribute in some small way. The other thing I'd offered to do for the gentleman was to knock together a big video, of all the guys, compile it, edit it. Unfortunately, I've got a very, very good MacBook Pro laptop. It's a bit old now. I bought it, it was 2014 I bought it. It was the top of the range you could buy back then. Well, unfortunately, I think Apple with their software updates has now made my machine obsolete, and I cannot run Final Cut Pro on the laptop anymore. It just gets the Apple wheel of death spinning. So You've probably noticed a bit of a downgrade in my videos lately, and that's because I'm shooting off an iPhone. So if the audio isn't clear, the video isn't clear, I do apologise. It's off an iPhone 11, okay? And I'm editing on the iPhone as well. I have ordered a new laptop, and it won't be here, unfortunately, to early January, mid-January, something like that, okay? And yes, I got sucked into buying another Apple, only because it works. I know the software. I really like Final Cut Pro, and I'm very fast at it when I'm editing. I don't want to learn a new software. So what part did I play? So the objects the boys made, the adjustable parallels, are out of steel. And unfortunately, the laser we have at my work, as you know, I'm a high school teacher or a shop teacher, like Mr. Pete, okay? But Mr. Pete's retired. Unfortunately, I'm still working. We've got a CO2 laser, and it won't engrave on metal, okay? It won't metal and etch. To etch on metal, you really need a fiber laser. So I reached out to my mates over at Alfex CNC here in Australia, and Alfex are the Haas CNC agent, and I've dealt with Haas. I bought a few Haas machines at other colleges where I used to work, and they were really kind to me. Fabio over there at Alfex CNC, I just went in one Tuesday, he spent an hour with me, and we got it done, and I think Max was blown away by the metal engraving. And if you look at Max's video, you'll see on one side is his logo, and on the opposite side is a collaboration project by and the people that I outlined before. I didn't engrave my name on it because I felt I didn't do enough for the project to warrant that. On Craig's awesome box, so Craig sent me the timber box up, and I put that timber box in our CO2 laser at school and engraved Max's logo. Now, it was a bit hard because I wanted Max's logo, but I didn't want to reach out to Max because otherwise he'd cotton on that I was doing something. So it's how I styled his image was I just simply used my iPhone. I went into notes and I took a scan of Max's workshop sticker. The iPhone did a very, very good job of capturing the sticker like a proper scan, like a scanner would. And with that scanned image, which is a PDF image, I brought into another CNC routing program called VCarve Pro, all right? And in VCarve, I can convert a picture to a vector. So as you know, if you've done any sort of laser engraving, an image, the laser will want to raster over it like an old-fashioned inkjet printer. So with vectorizing, it means, as you know what a vector is, if you've done any physics, point to point, vector file is what I wanted. So when I went over to Alfex, they used Max's vector and not a problem at all. So it was a DXF file, okay, and engraved it. And I put some footage in here of the engraver doing its thing. Unfortunately, I couldn't put the camera in there. You've actually got to look through like a welding screen to see the fiber action laser in action, so it protects your eyes. Now, with my part on engraving on the timber box, I did that at school. And I just brought that into Adobe Illustrator, set up the parameters, what I wanted to do, press print, went into the software, and the software pretty much is very, very easy to do, guys, this sort of laser engraving. So I really hope Max appreciates it, all right? Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. So just a huge shout out to the following. So Tom over at Hilltop Machine Works, thank you, Tom. Steve over at Shark River Machine Shop, thanks, buddy. Robert, okay, from Dudley Toolright, thank you, Robert. Maddie's Workshop, really appreciate it. And Craig's Workshop. So thank you all to you guys for Max's awesome gift. I'm pretty sure he's stoked. If you watch his video, he's got a grin from ear to ear. He looks like the Cheshire Cat, and there's a bit of an iconic movie over here in Australia called The Castle. And I won't give away the storyline. I'll just give you what it's about. An Aussie, sort of a battler, Aussie guy, okay, and the government's trying to take his land off him to build a new airport or something like that. So And when Max, one of the key words in the movie was, or one of the key phrases was, anything good, it goes straight to the pool room. Pool means pool table, where you play snooker, or we call it pool billiards, whatever you call it overseas. And the pool room is where you put all your trophies, everything like that. So Max this is going straight to the pool room. But anyway, look, Max, get it out of the box and use it, mate. I'm sure you're going to have a load of fun. Till next time, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. I don't know how many videos I'll put up before Christmas. I've got to wait for my new laptop, and hopefully I can bring my production value back up again, okay? It's a little bit low production value at the moment.